I'm a 20-year-old millionaire, and I have everything that I could have ever possibly dreamed of having when I was a kid. And nothing feels different to me. It does not feel like anything changed. It all feels normal to me. And it's currently actually 7:18 in the morning. I've not slept all night because I was having some late night thoughts, and I was going through my Snapchat memories from like 2022, 2023, and I was looking, and I was like, this version of myself, I did not recognize it. It did not feel like it was ever like a chapter of my life or that it was real. Like I completely forgot that I even lived that chapter of my life. And it sounds weird to like say like, oh, I forgot about that whole part of my life because that's like an important 2 years, but I did. And it's simply because I always knew I was gonna be here now. I always knew I was gonna be rich. I always knew I was gonna have influence. I always knew I was gonna be successful. Everything that I have now was once literally, as cringe as it sounds, journaled 3 years ago. Every single thing I had journaled, and I knew I was gonna live this life. And I think that's why now, when I look back, nothing feels different. It all feels like I've been this way for the last 3, 4 years of my life. Because when I go and I look back at my old memories and I'm like, I used to act that way, I used to be with these certain people, I can't fully comprehend it or recognize it in my head. Like it does not feel like it exists. And I'll tell you why. It's because I always knew it was going to happen. And I always say this, but if you can see yourself getting rich, then you are already rich. And that's how it was for me. Obviously, I was not rich 3, 4 years ago, but everything I have now, like I said, once it was journaled, but it was all in my head. And I knew it was going to happen. That's why now it feels so normal to me. It feels like I was never the version of myself that had nothing. It feels like I was always the highest form of myself. And that's what every single person watching this video needs to strive for. Because there's infinite amount of possibilities that you could be. You could be homeless or you could be the richest man on earth. You choose which one you go down, right? So you have to act like the highest form of yourself. And I feel like that's how I always was. And that's why now when I look back to when I didn't have money like I do now, it doesn't feel like it ever existed. Because I always knew that this form of myself was real and I knew I was gonna get it, even before I didn't have it. So every single person watching this video, the only thing that I tell you to do is every single day, visualize your life exactly where you want to be and know that that's how the world works. All you have to do is visualize it and believe it, and then it comes true. It worked for me. You can go look online. Every other person that has success, they all talk about the same things every single time. So why would you think it is fake? Me too. When I was 14, when I was 15, I thought making money online and getting rich and all this stuff, I was like, no, it's a get rich quick scheme. It doesn't last long. And I had all these hopes in my head that it didn't work. And now I'm here and I'm living proof that it does work. But when I was 15, I did not believe in any of that. I was like, this manifestation stuff, what is that? I was like, oh, this is against God, this is that, because I never really looked deep in anything. And I don't know if you want to call it manifestation, which obviously it is, or some people would call it destiny. I feel like I was always destined to be here, which is why when I look back at myself 3, 4 years ago, it doesn't seem real to me. It seems like this life was always for me, which is why it feels so fulfilling. Everything. Every day I wake up, I don't have negative thoughts. I feel completely fulfilled. And I think it's simply because I aligned with my higher self, which is what this video is about. Like, you have to align with the highest version of yourself. Because the highest version of yourself does exist. And it's probably not doing what you're doing right now. Like, I'll be brutally honest, it's probably not. It's probably speaking differently. It's probably hanging with different people. It's probably cutting certain people off because, let's be real, success comes with sacrifice. Like, if you want to talk about sacrifice, you know how a lot of rich people in the world, whether you believe this or not, do sacrificial rituals to gain wealth and power and stuff like that. And if it works for that, I'm not saying do that obviously, but success needs sacrifice, which means like cutting your girlfriend off, cutting your friends off, whatever it may be, something that you are sacrificing in order to get to where you want to be. Because it's the one thing that actually takes us out of being comfortable. Because as humans, obviously, we're placed with all these things. Well, we're not placed on earth with doubt, fear, or comfortability. It's stuff that are programmed in my head, and our head, and it's something that you just have to deprogram. Like, you obviously cannot have fear, you can't have doubt, you cannot be comfortable, because you have to realize that those are things, like I just said, that are programmed. It's not stuff that we were born with, so therefore it's a delusion. It's not real. It's a delusion in your head that you believe it to be real. It's an illusion, like, and you're delusional about it. That does not exist. Like, you have to be the highest form of yourself now. Because I said this at the start of the video. I don't think a lot of people watching this can comprehend, because like Obviously, I can relate to everyone that's watching because I was once in your position. But now, the life that I live now, me sitting in my bed, me not being able to sleep, and it's 7:23 now, and me looking back on all my Snapchat memories and not even being able to comprehend that it even happened in my life. It feels like there was a missing part of my life, and that all of a sudden I'm just like spawned in here now. And now I'm truly starting to live life, which obviously more money equals more experiences. So obviously I'm experiencing life like I never have before, which is amazing. Obviously, like you learn a lot, you become a lot more intelligent. Like money obviously solves every single problem in your life. I don't care what anyone says, money buys happiness, not because they're material things, but the person who it builds you to be. Like the more money you have, the more of a person, the more highest version of yourself you become. And that's ultimately what I feel like the purpose of life is, to become the highest form of ourselves. And I feel like before I even had the money that I had now, before I was even making 200K a month, before I had any followers or any influence on social media, that's always who I acted like. Which is why now when I look back, I'm like, no, I've always been this way. I wasn't that way. There's no way I did that. There's no way I was friends with those people. There's no way I did whatever I did in my life 2 to 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But, which is why it doesn't seem real. And there is a law, and it's basically, whenever you start seeing success, whenever you start getting rich, because you will get rich if you have these ideas in your head. Obviously, you don't have them for no reason. They're in there for a reason. Like, God placed a desire in your head, and He's not going to let you fail if He's the one that placed it in your head. I say that all the time. But basically, it's like, obviously, like the one that I said, like, success comes with sacrifice. Whenever you start seeing success, and you did everything to get that success, if it feels different and it does not feel normal to you, it's gonna get taken away. Because what does that tell your mind? I say this all the time on my YouTube videos. I was gonna say, oh, we all know, but what I speak about, if y'all are the true ones that watch me, y'all know I speak about that. Basically, we all have a certain desire, and we can all get that desire. But on top of that, it's like, okay, you sacrifice whatever it is, you start getting success, and then when the success comes to you, because anyone can be successful, anyone can make a little bit of money, when that starts happening, it has to feel normal. The moment that it feels weird, like I was just saying like literally 30 seconds ago, it all comes down to belief. I was gonna say like, oh, we all know that it's belief, but like most of y'all that are watching me, probably y'all are all like the loyal followers that like watch all my stuff, so you know like everything is a belief in our mind. So like imagine you start seeing success when you've never made money before. You're in a comfortable situation. You haven't sacrificed anything, but you start seeing success, let's say, which obviously that's rare. Like you have to sacrifice, you have to know you're gonna get there. But let's say that happens and success doesn't feel normal to you. You start making money and you're shocked by the factor that you're starting to make money. It's gonna get taken away from you, because what are you telling the universe with your mind? I am not the type of person that sees myself making this money. I'm not the type of person that is worthy of making this money. And that's how it works. For me, when I started making over 100 grand a month, I was like, this is who I was always meant to be. This is who I've always been 3 years ago, even when I wasn't making money. Because I acted like that person. I spoke like him. I would walk in a room and everyone could see. Everyone always was like, Hudson will be the one person that's successful. Because that's how I carried myself. I acted like the millionaire version of myself before it even existed. And it all felt normal to me. That's why the life I live now feels so normal, to the point where I look back 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I can't even comprehend that once was a version of myself. Because obviously it's not like I was filthy rich. It's not like I knew everything that I knew now. I was a little boy. I was a little kid that would go drink alcohol and party doing nothing. Obviously now, like, I still go out and I still party, but it feels a lot better when you actually have money partying than when you don't. Like drinking beers and high school parties, it's just like, it doesn't feel like I ever went through that part of my life. And I feel like I advanced so fast. Like I skipped so many income gaps that's not even fathomable. Like, it's like 10K to 20K. Oh, to 50K, to 100K, to 150K, to 200K. And not a lot of people can say that. Even my YouTube, I have 21 videos posted and I have 53,000 subscribers at the time that I'm making this video. Maybe when I post it, I'll be at 55K, 56K, which obviously I will, because I know it's gonna happen. But it's like, and I only have 21 videos posted, like I said. That, it's insane to think about, but it's because I always knew. Which is why now, all the success that I have, it feels normal, which is why I can't look at my life any different. I can't believe there was ever a version of myself that didn't have what I have now, because I aligned to my true self, which is what this whole video is about. You have to align to your true self, because it does exist. There is a millionaire version of you. There's a homeless version of you. You pick which one you go down, and guess what? If you want to go down the homeless route, you would have to act like the homeless person and speak like the homeless person, and then that's just the reality around you, because you create reality or reality creates you. You either let every single bad experience you've had in your life shape you as a person, or you're going to be the one that goes out and be like, I know what I'm destined for, I know what I'm going to have, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get there. That is true freedom. What I have now is complete true freedom, because this feels like my destiny, and everyone watching this, it should feel like your destiny. You should feel destined to get rich if you're watching this video, because obviously I want to make this video to motivate people and like speak about mindset and obviously help people, but you need money. Money revolves around the world. You need money. And when you start making money, it has to feel normal. And when it does feel normal, more comes to you because you knew it was going to happen. Therefore, you don't really care. You're detached from it. And therefore, more money just flows. Because obviously, money is an energy just like everything else. You have to let it flow to you just like the universe flows. And that's how you actually get what you want out of life. But align to your true self. Like I was saying, the true form of a human, the true form of yourself is completely pure. It has the best life you could ever possibly think that you could live, because imagine God, a perfect being that created everything. He made a version of you that is already like that. So that's the version of yourself you have to align with. And obviously we learn things, we're sinful, we sometimes are obviously going to get lazy, and the human programming that was put upon us, but the whole point of life is to remember who we once were, that there is a version of us, our soul, that is completely perfect, and that's who we need to be. And that's how you completely align with your soul, and then you get what you want out of life. And that's why everything to me feels normal, and every single person watching this, success will come to you, and when it does, make it feel normal and more will come. But that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. It was little 7 a.m. thoughts because I couldn't sleep. I thought I would pick up the camera. But yeah,